Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side. Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath. Then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back once again. I got to change that scoreboard, but we are in pregame here on yourliveevent.com on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, benefits, insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote today. As we get to our quarterfinal of the day, number 4, Sargent County taking on number 5, our Redeemers. Winner meets Mayport CG in the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. Team that falls short will face Kenmare Bullbells in the consolation semifinal. Got plenty to come up on the Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll talk to both head coaches quick, and we'll get our colors and keys and starting lineups and all kinds of good information on yourliveevent.com. Coming up next.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Under Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews before tonight's quarterfinal between our Redeemers and Sargent County, joined by the our Redeemers Knights head coach and Hart Andes. And Hart, this school is known as a volleyball powerhouse, and yet some of these ladies transfer over, some don't, and still the same result, making a state tournament.
Yeah, so volleyball is huge here, and it hasn't quite translated to the basketball court in the previous years, but this year we're excited to finally we get to start our dynasty for basketball now, so this is a good start, and we just look to come out strong and play well.
Of course, you had some tough opponents still in that region tournament. TGU having a heck of a year, getting past the likes of Sophie Bachmeyer and Ashley Martyrdam and navigating your way through the rest of the tournament. Your thoughts on what it took to get here?
Yeah, we have such a tough region, especially our district too. We got TGU in there, Bishop Ryan, everyone counted them out. They played tough. Kenmare, just so many good teams, and we just persevered through all that, kept our focus, and we just played really well down the stretch, and we're not just happy to be here, but looking to make a big splash as well.
Of course, going on the northwest side of the state, and not a lot of your live event fans know you guys. They maybe know Maya Vibeto, but who else on this team should they take a look at?
Yeah, we got a great crew here. We got Kaden Braun. She plays the guard opposite Maya Vibeto. She's tough defender. Good quick guard. We got Michaela Altringer down in our post. She's come so dang far this year. She's really flipped that switch. We got the Conway sisters. Leah, she's really stepped up big for us, especially in that region championship game. She played very well, scored actually almost half our points. And then we got her sister Hannah, comes in off the bench. She's really stepped up. She doesn't score a lot of points, plays really good defense. Then to round out the list, of course, we got Isabel Engelhardt. She really found her stride in the district and regional tournaments, being able to shoot and play good defense. So we got a good crew here, and we're looking to make a big splash.
Got yourselves a fellow region champion tonight in Sargent County. Your thoughts on the Bulldogs?
Yeah, they got a lot of size. It's going to be a tough matchup. We're really going to have to box out, but we got a little bit of speed on them, so we're going to use that to our advantage. And we look forward to the matchup and just showing that it's not the size of the player, but the size of the dream and the passion that it comes with.
Our Redeemers head coach Hart Andy's joining us in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred Spring Wheat Seed, which was the top-grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out andersonseedfarms.com.
Under Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews headed tonight's quarterfinal between Sargent County and our Redeemers, joined by the Sargent County head coach Randy Searstead. And Randy, your team has only lost to teams that are here at the state tournament. Got to feel like that means you belong.
Yeah, we've had a tough region schedule, obviously. I mean, we've only beat all of our region teams, too. But like you said, I mean, the three teams that we had, we overcome them, two of them so far. Maybe we'll get matched up with Mayport CG in the second round or whatever, too, and redeem ourselves. But we faced the district championship and region championship against EKM and Maple River and overcome them then. So did it when it counted.
What do you feel like has been the most important moment this season or early postseason to get your ladies here?
I think the district championship, I mean, we played our best game so far, and defense really stepped it up, not only in that game, but the district tournament as well. And then we came around in the region tournament too, played good defense, and then we came around in the championship and hit some shots when we needed to. So, yeah.
District 1 is the only district this season that has more than one team represented. What does that say, you think, about this new district and this new class alignment?
Yeah, the realignment really, benefited our region too. And, the young talent that we have coming up, not only in all three of the schools with EKM, Maple River, and us too, but it shows the caliber of basketball too, and in the years to come, what it's going to be like in Region 1.
Got a matchup tonight with our Redeemers. They're known as a volleyball school traditionally, but they're up and coming on the basketball side as well. Some of those same athletes cross over. Your thoughts on the Knights?
Yeah, they got a heck of a talent and abilities in their guard play. And Vibita, she's a top scorer, 2,000-point scorer for a reason. She can hit the shot outside, but she likes to attack in transition and hit the rim too hard. And it goes to show, I mean, not only, like you said, volleyball, but they came around in a district tournament. We're the 3 seed entering the region tournament, and they came down, and they are peaking at the right time, so to speak.
Head Coach Randy Searstead joining us in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That concludes our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Couple of final quick notes on the pregame show next. We're coming on back on the Zyrie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Zyrie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to ZyrieInsurance.com to get your free quote today. Let's jump right in to our keys to the game, presented by Goose River Bank. Goose River Bank, keys to the game. Mayville, Hillsboro, Hatton, strong bank, strong community. Stop in and visit for your banking needs. GooseRiverBank.com. Good luck, teams from Goose River Bank, member FDIC. Keys, again, offense, defense for each team. For our Redeemers, we'll start with them on the defensive side of the ball. Sargent County team is well-balanced and well-disciplined, and, of course, coming away with a region title and some good losses. So for our Redeemers, just play your game. I'll say this, both offensive and defensively for our Redeemers, just play their game. They know that they have to win the rebounding battle somehow, and even if they don't, they have to make it close. I'd say tonight, regardless of whether it's offense or defense, for our Redeemers, they got to just play their game, and they have to, if not win the rebounding battle, be within 5. If they're within 5 of the rebounding battle, they got a good shot tonight. For Sargent County, on the defensive side of the ball, they got to shut down Vibeto. That's the key there, of course. Vibeto, a 1,000-point-plus scorer, and got to shut her down. And on the offensive end, just continue to spread around, get everybody a touch, be balanced, and use your size advantage down low. Try to get some interior. I think points in the paint are going to be big tonight. Sargent County wins that battle. They should win the game here this evening. That's my keys to the game, courtesy of Goose River Bank. Now time for our Mayport Hardware colors of the game. Find their full selection of Valspar paints and get ready for spring. All kinds of spring colors you can use to enhance your interior and exterior of all your favorite surfaces. Visit Tim and Sue and the team at Mayport Hardware Hank. For Sargent County, they're going to be in the white jerseys this evening. Gray numbers, gray letters, Bulldogs block style. And the Bulldog on the top back of the jersey. And for our Redeemers, they will be wearing their black jerseys, Knights in blue letters on the front of the jersey, blue numbers outlined in white. That's our keys to the game, presented by Mayport Hardware, Mayville's Hardware Hank. We'll take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups here on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Just in time here for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. American Crystal Sugar, live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grow our own. CrystalSugar.com. Time for the starting lineups for the Our Redeemers Christian Knights. They'll start with a 5'5 senior guard, number 2, Leah Conway. The 5'10 junior center, number 3, Michaela Altrainer. A 5'4 senior guard, number 4, Isabel Engelhard. A 5'2 sophomore guard, number 5, Kaden Braun. And the 5'4 senior guard, number 10, Maya Vibetto. That's the starters for head coach Hart Andes in his second season. And our Redeemers, assisted by Monica Hofferts. And now the starting lineups for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Starting for the Bulldogs, it's going to be a 5'10 senior, number 33, Amber Kerr. A 5'3 junior, number 2, Emma Bixby. A 5'10 sophomore, number 22, Carly Cadoon. A 5'10 senior, number 24, Hallie Nelson. And I believe a 5'8 junior, number 35, Sadie Newstell. That's the starting lineup for head coach Randy Searstead, assisted by Katie Bixby and Hunter Bussman. Again, the Bulldogs going left to right on that, that screen of yours. Imaginary video screen of yours, and the Knights going right to left in the blacks. Again, due to streaming guidelines, we'll not be able to provide live video for today's broadcast. This broadcast of the tournament game been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Opening tip. I believe they'll have a ceremonial opening tip. Opening tip is next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Underway here on YourLiveEvent.com. The tip is won by the Bulldogs, and we are ready to go. Pregame over. It's time for the first quarter, as that one is out of bounds, and it'll stay with Sargent County, as Newstill will inbound. Jumper's up and good that time for Carly Cadoon. 2-0 here. Sargent County takes the early lead on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Whoops. 2-0 there, Sargent County. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Vibetto for 3. Kaboom! Maya Vibetto drills the 3, and our Redeemers takes the lead. I have a feeling this one will be a close one. Taking it up the floor, there's Emma Bixby. Bixby, right wing, dispossessed for the moment, gets it back, try to go it inside. It's a jump ball. Possession goes back to our Redeemers. Again, known as a volleyball powerhouse, Cara Nunciato. I don't know what she's doing up there, but I've been front row seat for 4 years, and I tell you what, they are a volleyball powerhouse, but basketball come a little harder for Hart Andes and the Our Redeemers Christian Knights, just their second state tournament appearance in school history. Out to the right-hand corner, cross-court pass, Vibetto in her space, left wing 3 is short, and the rebound snagged down by Cadoon, but they overthrew it. Out of bounds, turnover, Sargent County. 6:40 to go here in the opening quarter on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maya Vibetto's 3 gives the Knights the lead. The old Region 6 Class B team had to take out the likes of TGU and Bishop Ryan to get here, as Vibetto gets it back there from Braun. Vibetto dropped off there for Altringer. Vibetto in the corner, drives, floater is up and good. Maya Vibetto off to a nice start, 5 points, 5 straight after Sargent County took the initial lead here. Right wing, there for Hallie Nelson. Back in the hands of Bixby. Bixby over to Newstall, top of the key 3, doinks off the right side, and a rebound hauled in by Isabel Engelhard. Back come the Knights. Vibetto will run the floor. 5:45 to go here in the opening quarter. 5-2, our Redeemers. Kaden Braun, top of the key, left side of the paint, now kick out. Left wing 3, just off the mark, and the rebound snagged. That time by Carly Cadoon. Bixby, right wing, dropped off there now, Hallie Nelson. Newstill inside, Cadoon. Nice feed by Newstill. 5-4, 5:14 to go here in the opening quarter. On that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Vibetto, left wing there as the Bulldogs shift into their zone defense. Top of the key, 3-ball, kaboom! Michaela Altriner drills the 3. 8-4. Our Redeemers off to a hot start. The Knights charging ahead right away. Bixby. Emma Bixby controls there for the Bulldogs. Bixby right side. Closed up there and a steal. Our Redeemers keeps possession off of the Bulldogs' second turnover of the game. Braun will take it up now for the Knights. Braun back, Vibetto left side. Vibetto drifting traffic and drops it back off top of the key there for Braun. Braun in the lane, dropped off to Conway, but a foul first. Foul will go against, I believe it's Sadie Newstill, as we get a media timeout as well. 4:21 to go in the opening quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Our Redeemers leading Sargent County 8-4.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout here on YourLiveEvent.com, 8-4. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, our Redeemers with the lead and the ball. 4:18 to go in the opening quarter. Conway, Vibetto top of the key. Engelhard 3 left side, leaves it short. And the rebound, last touch by our Redeemers. So Sargent County gets it. By the way, that last foul was against Amber Kerr, her first personal, first team foul against the Bulldogs. They had the initial lead. Our Redeemers has had it pretty much since. Bixby. Still a lot of game left to be played here on YourLiveEvent.com. Top of the key, Bixby again. Dropped off here now for Hallie Nelson. Down underneath and scores. Liliana Lee with a bucket. She, I believe, checked into the game at the timeout. 8-6. Looking inside, that's a foul. Altriner is going to draw it. That'll go against Emma Bixby. That's her first, team second. As on the floor there for our Redeemers, this is Hannah Conway. Down on the baseline and taken away. Taken away by Bixby. Bixby back on the floor there for the Bulldogs. Dropped off now for Nelson. And a foul. Our Redeemers first of the game with 3:22 to go in the opening quarter. That's going to go against Caden Braun. That's the first for the senior. And the first team foul. 3:22 remaining here in the opening quarter. Baseline right and one. Allie Nelson with the bucket. Nice feed there by Newstill. And we get another foul as the game's tied at 8. That one's going to go against Maya Vibetto. That's the seniors first. And the, again, second team foul as Nelson couldn't make the free throw, but a jump ball off a rebound keeps it with Sargent County. So the Bulldogs will keep here with Newstill. Newstill looking in, gets it back, got it. Sadie Newstill makes it 10-8. Sargent County's regained the lead. Here, 3:07 to go in the first quarter. As left wing for Braun. Back cross-court pass, Hannah Conway as the Knights threw it away. Their first turnover of the game. And we get I believe another media timeout. No, timeout. Our Redeemers, Hard Andes. 2:59 to go in the opening quarter. 10-8, Sargent County with the lead on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
We're coming out of this Bank North timeouts here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's 10-8 here with 2:59 to go in the opening quarter. As get back to action here out of the timeout. Sargent County with the ball now with a 10-8 lead. As we get another whistle at the scores table, and now we're back to action. Sargent County, the Bulldogs, a co-op, of course, of Sargent Central. Milner and North Sargent. Drop down inside, Cadoon. Right place at the right time again, Carly Cadoon. Up to 6 points, half the team's 12. And the Bulldogs extend the lead to 4, their largest lead of the game. Vibetto got off to a hot start, now over to Braun, a sophomore, not a senior, as I had mentioned earlier. My apologies on that. Chased down by a senior Vibetto. She could not hold on and throws it away. The second turnover of the game for our Redeemers. 2:24 remains here in the first quarter. Sargent County gets the ball back with a nice resurgence. As again, it's Bixby, Nelson, Newstill, along with Cadoon and Lee on the floor there for the gals in white, going left to right. Bixby, right wing. Newstill hops to her at the top of the key. Trying to drive baseline, closed out that time. Top of the key once again for Bixby. 12 on the shot clock, dropped off. 3 ball, short. Rebound for Bixby, fresh 35 for the Bulldogs. As losing it there was Nelson. Another turnover there for Sargent County, their third. Braun brings it back up there for the Knights. Braun, a little lazy pass, does get to Hannah Conway. Drops it down inside as Altriner draws the foul on the way to the cup. The junior will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. This one's going to go against Liliana Lee. Her first, team's third. But again, 2 shots coming. Our first free throw attempt of the game for our Redeemers. A couple of 3-pointers, but only 1 2-point basket, and now 1 free throw for Altriner. Checking in, back in for the Knights is the senior Isabel Engelhard. And Kerr is back on for the Bulldogs. As a few dribbles, Altringer misses the second free throw, and it's knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with our Redeemers. Now trailing by one possession here, 12-9. As with 95 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Three-pointer, Vibetto off the back of the rim, and nice rebound for Altringer. Vibetto back to Braun, top of the key, drives inside, lost control. It's last touch by a Bulldog. Let's stay 12-9, 1:23 to go here in the opening quarter. Inbound, and we get another whistle and an offensive foul against the Knights. It's going to go against Leah Conway, her first, team's third. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. As the score remains 12-9 with 1:17 to go here in the opening quarter. Newstill wide open three, why not? Just off the mark, and it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Sargent County. So the Bulldogs will keep here. Newstill baseline right. Gets it in, jumpers up and miss long by Bixby. Rebound and a foul. Altringer pulls it in. As Cadoon's going to get back onto the floor there for the Bulldogs. Foul, by the way, will go against Amber Kerr. That's the senior's second. And the Bulldogs' fourth team foul. Still 12-9, 60 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Down to the corner, Altringer, it's good. As Michaela Altringer now up to 6 points, 12-11. Got a good game on our hands. First game of the afternoon session, blowout. Second game, nail-biter. First game of the evening session, blowout. Second game, we'll see. It looks like a nail-biter so far. Sargent County loses the ball as they got good ball movement. Vibetto lost it out of bounds, and it'll... Oh, actually, thought she lost it out of bounds, but it must have been out of bounds before she touched it. 34.1 on the game clock, so the shot clock comes off. As Sargent County unofficially their fourth turnover of the game. Our Redeemers just with a couple. And yet the Bulldogs have the 12-11 lead. The 4-seeded Bulldogs trying to join Mayport CG. That's the Cullum Montpelier and Bowman County in the semifinals. So that's out of bounds, but last touch by Sargent County. So our Redeemers keeps. Inbound in the right corner. Back to Altringer now, Vibetto. Vibetto over there to Engelhard. And down in the corner. Trying to feed it in, and it's stolen away. Bulldogs get it back. Bixby tried to haul it in. She ran out of real estate. 8 seconds left in this opening quarter. And so it'll be our Redeemers with one last chance here. Try and take the lead going into the second. On the right side, Engelhard chucks it up there and missed everything. At the end of the first quarter, our Redeemers trailing Sargent County 12-11 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Second quarter next on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Second quarter on YourLiveEvent.com. 12-11. Sargent County leading our Redeemers at the start of the second quarter. We know one game in our coverage tomorrow. We actually know two games that we will be doing, as we will have Maple Rivers consolation semifinal against Central McLean. That'll be the first game at, that'll be the third game, I should say. We also will have the second semifinal between Mayport CG. And right now, if results hold, it'll be just two games tomorrow. It'll be the second and third contest as Mayport CG will take on Sargent County. Again, all Mayport CG, Sargent County, and Maple River games on YourLiveEvent.com. 12-11's our score. 7:48 to go here in this opening half. As Braun in the lane, the runner won't go. It's knocked out of bounds. Sargent County gets the ball back with Newstill, Bixby. And on the floor for the first time for Sargent County, Peyton Hammond, the senior. And along with, again, Kadoon and Lee. Newstill, runner, good. Sadie Newstill with a bucket. 14-11. Sargent County extends their lead to 3. Chucked it there, right side, and a foul. Leah Conway couldn't quite haul it in, but it is a foul either way on Sargent County. It's going to be the first of the quarter. It's going to go against Peyton Hammond. Again, her first, team's first. As the inbound goes to Vibetto. Vibetto driving baseline, dumps it down to Leah Conway. Dropped off Altrinier. Vibetto for 3. Kaboom! Maya Vibetto up to 8 now. We're tied at 14. Buckle up, state tournament fans. We got a game on our hands. Bixby will take it here now. Gets it back from Hammond. Bixby, the left side. Newstill wanted to take a shot, but blocked. Poked away by the Knights. Sargent County gets it back with 10 on the shot clock. 6.5 to go in the opening half. Newstill got to make a move, as that's a missed shot there by Lee. Rebound for the Knights, trying to regain the lead. Vibetto with a crazy shot. It's missed. Altrinier pulls out another rebound. She's got a few of them already tonight. We get a jump ball, goes back to Sargent County. As checking in for the Bulldogs, the senior Hallie Nelson back on the floor there. She'll swap places with the junior Liliana Lee. 14-14 tie. Jump ball goes to Sargent County. As nice way to stick her paw in there. I believe that was Lee. Right before she went to the bench. Gave the ball back to her team. Newstill chucks it left side. Shot up and missed. Rebound. Altrinier again. Altrinier is a rebound magnet tonight. Back come the Knights and Braun. Left side. Top of the key. Engelhard back to Braun. Left corner 3. Doinks off the mark. Rebound Bixby. Bixby off to the races for the Bulldogs. Dropped off now. Kadoon for 3. Short rebound. Newstill had it and lost it, and it's out of bounds. It'll go back to our Redeemers. 14-14, and we get a timeout for Sargent County. 5:35 to go in the opening half of the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're all knotted up on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, at Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Tied at 14 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 5:35 remaining here in this opening half. Semifinalists tomorrow night, or I should say tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to do that a couple more times tonight probably. 1 o'clock semifinal has Bowman County and Edgeley Cullum Montpelier. The 2:45 semifinal has Mayport CG, and for Sargent County, they'd like to be the second Bulldog team in, but for our Redeemers, they would like to go to the semifinals. Consolation semis, we'll get to that in just a bit, is Braun. Leah Conway, left side jumper, missed it, rebound, hauled in there by Cadoon, and a travel. Sargent County's 6th turnover of the game, by the way. Consolation semifinals right now, again, Maple River Central McLean at 6:30. 8:15, we'll have Kimmer Bowbells and the team that falls short here in this one. Rebound for Braun, gets it into Vibetto. Vibetto directing traffic. Off to the left wing there for Braun. Braun for 3, short. Nice box out there as that goes out of bounds. Carly Cadoon is going to make it extremely difficult for the Knights. Again, the Knights are a really small team. They may be undersized, but probably one of my favorite quotes of the year, if not the tournament, if not just the tournament. It's not the size of the player, it's the size of the dream. Hard Andes from our Redeemers. Newstill on the doorstep, missed the shot. Cadoon couldn't put it in either, but she goes to the free throw line. The foul will go against Maya Vibetto. That's her second. Team's first of the quarter. And at the free throw line, Carly Cadoon, as the first is knocked down by the sophomore. She's up now to 7 points, leading all Bulldogs. Leading all scorers, Vibetto with 8. As Newstill will take a rest, Cadoon's second is good. 2 for 2 at the line for Carly Cadoon, makes it 16-14. Sargent County back in front. At the top of the key, Altriner, left wing 3 is missed. Rebound taken back by the Bulldogs and by Peyton Hobbin. Up ahead now for Lee. 3-pointer, kaboom! There for Hobbin. Hobbin drills the 3. 19-14. Down low, Altriner silences the crowd quickly. Michaela Altriner now with 8. 19-16. 4:10 to go here in the opening half on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Bixby hands it off. 3-ball right corner. Long rebound. Chasing after it and getting it is Engelhardt. Knights bring it back with Braun. Braun into the lane. Easy does it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for Caden Braun. Her first bucket of the night. 19-18, 3:40 to go here in the opening half. Bixby and the Bulldogs holding on to that 1-point advantage. They slow it down a bit, almost frozen in time. Bixby down to Cadoon, right block. Turnaround is good for Carly Cadoon. 10 points for Cadoon, 21-18. As Braun held up on the left corner. Now Conway gets it in that spot. Kick out. Top of the key, Engelhardt, she threw it away. Just the Knights' 4th turnover of the game. Bulldogs bring it up with Cadoon. She's feeling it. Cadoon draws the foul. She'll head to the free throw line for 2 more chances. It's going to be the second team foul. Kayla Altriner, first personal. And Cadoon back to the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 there already. First is up and buried. Checking in for the Knights as Conway goes to the bench. I didn't quite see the number out there. As Cadoon, her second is up, and it's good. Checking in for the Knights at 23. Yep, Hannah Conway, the sophomore, back on the floor. 23-18 on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 3 minutes to go. As our Redeemers nearly loses it, gets it back. Engelhardt drops into Altriner. Michaela Altriner keeping the Knights close here. She's up now to 10. Two players already in double figures here in this opening half. Bixby. Hobbin flips it back. Bixby. All right side. Bixby, 3-ball. Doinks off the mark. Rebound. Hannah Conway had her mitts in there for the Knights. And that helps off a jump ball. Give it back to our Redeemers as Newstill will check in after the media timeout. 2:25 to go in the opening half. Sargent County 23, our Redeemers 20 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, 23-20. 2:24 to go in the opening half. Sargent County holding on to the lead. No team has had more than a 5-point lead this entire game. It's been close, as the 4-5 matchup should. Vibeto for three. Kaboom! Maya Vibeto ties it up. Vibeto now with her third three-pointer of the game. She's up to 11. Leading scorer for the Knights. Knights with a one-on-one defense is Bixby at the top of the key, around the horn to Lee as Bixby miscommunication with Newstill. Bulldogs turn it over for the 7th time here tonight. Braun back for the Knights. Braun drops it inside to Altringer, lost it for the moment. Squirts back out to Vibeto. Now Braun. Braun steps into a three. In and out. Rebound up for grabs and hauled in by Liliana Lee. We remain tied at 23. 83 seconds to go here in the opening half. Bixby dropped off there for Lee. Looking inside, Bixby, and a foul. Foul will go here against Kaden Braun. That's her second, team's third. So Braun now with 2 and Vibeto with 2. As Emma Bixby at the free throw line for 2. First is buried. Bixby's first point of the game. Leah Conway back on the floor there for the Knights. Hannah Conway goes to the bench. Sargent County regains the lead here, 24-23. As Bixby's second is missed right side. The rebound hauled in by Nelson. She can't finish it. Altringer with the board. Knights up to Braun for the lead. It's up and missed, but a foul. And so Kaden Braun going to the line. We'll see who this one's against. It's going to go against Carly Cadoon. Sophomore's first and the team's second as we get to another media timeout. 1:06 to go here in the opening half. Sargent County 24, our Redeemers 23 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on 3 generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their garage doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, Sargent County 24, our Redeemers 23, 66 seconds left here in the second quarter. As back of the free throw line there is Braun. Kaden Braun's first is good. Braun just the third scorer tonight for our Redeemers. Sargent County with 6 scores. 24-24. Braun's second is missed short. And rebound goes to Sargent County. So we are tied once again. Under a minute to go in the opening half. Newstill dropped off and stolen away there by Engelhard. As Sargent County turns it over for the 8th time in this one. Engelhard, right wing, now into the lane. Center of the lane now, Vibetto off of Altriner. Braun slithers her way in, chucks a shot up, and the Knights have the lead, 26-24. Hayden Braun starting to get going here for the Knights. 25 seconds left in the opening half. Newstill driving. Layup is good. Mercedes Newstill up to 6 points now. We're tied again. 15 seconds left in the opening half. Braun. Right wing there for Engelhard. Back to Braun. 5 seconds to go. Braun driving. Back. Altriner. Gets it to Engelhard. Got to take a shot. Not in time. 26-26. It'll come down to a second half and possibly more. In that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, we're all tied up. Halftime stats and analysis next on YourLiveEvent.com.
You've got a lot more going for you in 2024 with Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank. No matter how many times your New Year's resolutions change, Mayport Hardware's tools and supplies will aid your goals and dreams. Let their staff help you turn those scratch paper scribblings into reality. Paint the bathroom, fix the deck, finally get that garden going. You may not be able to do it all this year, but you can check any of those off your list with the help of Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Red River Valley Speedway. Great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night we're gonna feel alright. Destination for family fun. Red River Valley Speedway. Racing at its very best. Red River Valley Speedway.
Racing runs May through August. For more details, visit redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
Halftime here at the Jamestown Civic on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're tied at 26. Again at the half. Time now for our Ryan Opdahl halftime reports. Stats and storyline of the first half. It has been back and forth all game long. No teams had more than a 5-point lead. We've had multiple ties and lead changes and 2 different ways of getting to those 26 points. Start with the Sargent County Bulldogs. They had 6 different scorers in the game, led by Carly Cadoons, 12 points. She's 4 for 5 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She has 4 rebounds, 4 turnovers, but we'll excuse that as she's the leading scorer. 6 points here for Sadie Newstill. 3 points for Peyton Hammond, 2 for Hallie Nelson, and 1 for Emma Bixby. From the field, the Bulldogs 10 of 22 for 46%, just 1 of 7 from three-point range for 14%, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71%. Rebounds, they pulled down 14 of those, and they had 7 assists to 10 turnovers, -3 assist to turnover ratio. As for our Redeemers, they shot 10 of 23 from the field, 44%, 4 of 14 from three-point range, 29%, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Leading scorer, Maya Vibetto, 11 points off of 3 three-pointers, 8 for Michaela Altriner, and 7 for Kaden Braun. Those are the only scorers. And actually, I have a different set of scoring here. I have Altriner for 10 and Braun for 5. I'm going to switch that around. Must have missed a bucket there, so we're going to go 8 for Altriner and 7 for Braun. That's what the official score sheet has, so I must have missed a 3 for a 5 in there somewhere. But again, that's what the official score sheet has down. Vibetto, again with those 11 points, is the leading scorer. Rebounds, just 9 of them, 4 for Altriner, 3 for Engelhard, 7 assists to 4 turnovers, so they are at a +3 assist to turnover ratio. Let's see here. Points off turnovers, 8 for Sargent County, 5 for our Redeemers. And second chance points, 4 for Sargent County, none for our Redeemers. Off the bench, 5 for Sargent County, none for our Redeemers. It was a 12-11 Sargent County lead at the end of the first quarter. Our Redeemers outscored Sargent County in the second, 15-14. Good first half here again on our halftime stats and analysis presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl of Hillsboro. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. Second half is next on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Tim Cazzette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Cazzette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At the half, 26-26, Sargent County tied with our Redeemers as we go to the third quarter on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin hanging out with you. Don't forget, we've got some more action for you tomorrow as we'll start our coverage with the second championship semifinal between Mayport CG and possibly Sargent County. If Sargent County falls in this one, we will have 3 contests tomorrow, as well as both consolation semifinals, Maple River and Central McLean, and then it would be Sargent County and Kimmer Bullbells. But if Sargent County wins tonight, we'll have just 2 games, the second and the third on the schedule. And 26-26 time. By the way, score updates from the A in Minot. Again, the big upset of the day, Valley City defeats Botno 64-61. Devils Lake all over Northern Cass 64-42. Thompson defeats Watford City as Bixby kabooms a 3 to start the third quarter. 29-26. South Prairie Mac Shiloh Christian 29-27. The Royals with a 2-point lead. So again, Thompson, Valley City, and Devils Lake all off to the semifinals tomorrow night. As a foul on the other end, it's going to be the third against Amber Kerr. She has been held with no points with those fouls. So back to the bench as a missed opportunity there for Altriner at the free throw line. She'll get one more chance. It's up. It's good. 29-27 with 7:40 to go here. A lot of action in the first 20 seconds of the second half. Newstell, Bixby. Bixby backing up here. Drops it in. Shot is up and good. There for Hallie Nelson. Second basket of the game, 31-27. Sargent County with a 4-point lead. Caden Braun back for the Knights. Rolls through the lane. Missed it. Rebound. Hauled in by Sargent County. And Nelson. Bixby with it again. Big three-pointer to start the second half for Emma Bixby. Sargent County with a 4-point lead. As we get a jump ball to go back to our Redeemers. They're going left to right in the black jerseys. Blue numbers, blue letters outlined in white. Sargent County moving right to left in the whites. Gray numbers outlined in deep navy blue. Braun, one of 3 scores for the Knights in the first half with Altriner and Vibetto. Braun driving, step back jumper right side is smooth for Caden Braun. Braun now up to 9 on the game. 31-29, 6.5 to go in the third. Cadoon gets it inside and missed the shot. But she'll draw the foul. This one's going to go against Vibetto. That's her third. Team's first. So Vibetto with 3 and Kerr with 3 for our Redeemers and Sargent County respectively. First shot for Cadoon is good. As Carly Cadoon leading all scorers with 13. Cadoon, again, just a sophomore, missed the shot, rebound, chased down Nelson, tried to save it, she's out of bounds. By the way, our officials for tonight's contest, Jeremy Knutson, Chris Kappas, and Jordan Mertens. No relation. 32-29. Sargent County with the 3-point lead. Braun trying to go inside for Altriner. Kick out Engelhard for 3. In and out. Rebound. Altriner back up. Missed it. She'll go back to the free throw line. Altriner is 2 for 4 from there this evening. as the foul will go against Hallie Nelson. That's the senior's first, second team foul. Altriner back at the free throw line again for 2 more chances. First one is missed, left side. One more coming up for Altriner. Second one is good. 32-30, 6:07 remaining here in the third quarter from the Jamestown Civic. First time this building has hosted a tournament in over a decade. Newstill, jumper on the way, got it. Sadie Newstill. Now up to 8, it's 34-30 on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 5:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Looking into Altriner. Altriner chucks it up, missed it, but she draws the foul. This one will go against Hallie Nelson. Senior second of this quarter, team's third, and Altriner back to the free throw line. First one, good. 35-31. Sargent County continues to hold the 3-point lead, but Altriner trims it to 2 off of 3 straight makes at the line. And no team has had more than a 5-point lead tonight. It was a really close one earlier today between EKM and Central McLean. This one also proven to be close. That's a blocking foul. This one's going to go against Kaden Braun. That's her third, team's second. So Braun and Vibetto both with 3 for Care for Sargent County. As that's an offensive foul. This one will go against Hallie Nelson. Oh. And Carly Cadoon, her second, team's 4th of the quarter. Got immediate timeout, 5:28 here in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sargent County 34, our Redeemers 32.
With your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, 34-32. As it's going to ball will belong to our Redeemers out of that Bank North timeout. 5:28 to go here in the third. Inbound there, baseline right. By Beto, Braun, Altriner, Engelhardt, and Leah Conway, the starters, been on the floor a long time in this game. We'll see if the lack of depth maybe for Hard Andes wears them out. As Vibetto, Conway, lost it for a moment. Engelhardt picks it back up into Altriner. Missed the shot, got a rebound again. Vibetto dancing 4 on the shot clock, kaboom! And just like that, our Redeemers takes a 1-point lead. Maya Vibetto with 14 now, her 4th made 3-pointer. 35-34. Newstill. Top of the key for Bixby. Back to Newstill. Jumper at the free throw line is good. There for Liliana Lee, her second bucket of the game, and Sargent County back in front now, 36-35. Braun picks up the dribble. Conway in the lane, travel. Our Redeemers just their 5th turnover of the game. As the Bulldogs will get the ball back. Bixby will slowly bring it up the floor there, right to left. Venusto, Lee, Nelson, and Kadoon. Top of the key for Bixby. Kadoon in space. Got it. Carly Kadoon up to 15 now. Sargent County extends the lead back to 3, 38-35. The pendulum swinging back and forth here in this final quarterfinal. One semifinal spot left to grab, and it's going to come down to the last quarter for sure. Vibetto, step back jumper. That's a good move, but can't quite put the shot down. It's a jump ball, and it'll go back to Sargent County. Hannah Conway, the sophomore, checks back in for Leah Conway. It's been a 6-player rotation so far for our Redeemers. In fact, for the Knights, all but 3 players that played the whole game, Altriner, Braun, and Vibetto. Makes sense. Emma Bixby, the only player that's played the entire game so far for Sargent County. That's a steal. Off the errant pass, Braun takes it away for the Knights. Braun in the lane, lost control, a travel. Our Redeemers' 6th turnover of the game. As checking in for the Bulldogs, it's going to be Payne Hamann is back in for Sargent County. 3:17 to go in the third on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sargent County 38, our Redeemers 35. Been a tight one from the start. Bixby driving right side of the lane, dropped off here now, the right elbow into the lane. Shot is up and good for Hallie Nelson. 6 points now for Nelson, 40-35. Tie for the largest lead of the game for the Bulldogs. Knights need an answer. Braun dropped off, Engelhard for 3. That's a dead duck, and it goes out of bounds, and so does Vibetto and Altriner trying to chase it down. We got a media timeout as well. Probably comes at a good time for Hard Andes. 2:42 to go in the third on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sargent County 40, our Redeemers 35.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, 2:42 to go in the third. Sargent County leading our Redeemers 40-35. Again, no team has had more than a 5-point lead in this game. And Sargent County will try to extend it. Bixby brings it up once again. Played pretty much the whole game for Sargent County. Bixby over there on the right-hand side now for Peyton Hamann. Back to Bixby. Hamann, or actually that's Nelson. Bixby in, Hamann, Nelson. Good touch. Bixby for 3, it's short. Nice rebound there, Vibetto. Outlet pass to Braun, and Braun layup is good for Caden Braun. Up now to 11, 40-37. This win will not come easy for either team, and the schedule gets harder from here as they've got Mayport CG, the winner does, in the second semifinal tomorrow afternoon. Cross court there for Nelson. Drop down in for Kadoon. She's had her way down low, but not that time. A rebound for Braun. Engelhard brings it back up for the Knights in black. Blue numbers and blue letters. Braun for 3. Short right side. Altriner pulls it down again, but it's blocked and taken away by the Bulldogs. Bixby brings it back up. Sargent County slows it down just a bit. Bixby Out to the top of the key. 3-ball. Dies on the left side, and the rebound taken there by Braun. 1:10 to go in the third. 40-37 on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Engelhardt pass down to Altriner in the corner. We get a offensive foul against, or just a turnover against our Redeemers. Their seventh, I believe, might have been a 3-second violation. At any rate, 60 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Sargent County holding on to the lead here. 3-ball off the mark right side. A rebound taken there by Vipetto. Off to the race on a 4-on-3 and a foul on the way back. This one is going to go against Peyton Hammond. That is going to be her second, team's fifth. So free throws coming there for Vipetto. 11 points in the first half, just one three-pointer here in the second half so far. Vipetto's first free throw is good. And again, still just 3 scores for our Redeemers, and they're only down by 2. As Newstill will check back in for Hammond. 7-player rotation right now for the Bulldogs. As that's a miss and a rebound taken by Cadoon. Score remains 40-38, 40 seconds left in the third. Bixby, Newstill, back to Bixby, top of the key. Lots of cushion given. As our Redeemers waits for the inside presence. Newstill, under 30 seconds left, drop down to Bixby. Shot is missed, deflected out of bounds by our Redeemers. It'll stay Bulldog basketball. 10 on the shot clock, 20 seconds left in the third quarter, so a 10-second differential between shot and game. Newstill to inbound baseline left, barking out orders as she can't get it in yet. Flies it back out. Bixby now. Bixby with 8, 7, 6. She'll fly the 3. Kaboom! Emma Bixby back up to a 5-point lead. 43-38. Braun back the other way for the Knights. Kick out. Hannah Conway for 3. In and out. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And it'll go back to Sargent County. As Leah Conway will check in with a 2.5 seconds. Good enough for a heave, a dribble, and a shoot. Newstill to inbound. Bixby gets it, and they're not going to attempt a shot. They're just going to go to the fourth quarter with the lead. 43-38, Sargent County in front of our Redeemers. 8 minutes left to regulation, plus any extra time to decide our fourth and final semifinalist on YourLiveEvent.com.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Fourth quarter we go on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin saying it out with you. 8 minutes put on the clock in regulation. 43-38 on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sargent County leading our Redeemers. They have not been able to push the lead past 5, but they've held the lead, I believe, for the entire second half. After it was tied at 26 at the end of the third quarter. A lot of these teams, including Sargent County, try to get their first state title for any member of their co-op in over a decade. A lot of them even over 20 years. Right side, as it's a travel. Conway turns it over. Our Redeemers I don't know that they have a win, or I don't know that they have a quarterfinal win, I should say. Their only other state tournament appearance was in 2017. Newstill will get it in. Newstill, top of the key there. Newstill gets it back. Jumper is missed that time, or the runner is missed by Bixby, but she draws the foul. Foul will go against Caden Braun. That's number 4, team's first of the quarter. As Emma Bixby been big in the second half with 6 points, couple made 3-pointers. She'll try to extend the lead. First time ever it's gone past 5, 44-38. And now our Redeemers in a little bit of danger zone, as this 4-5 matchup certainly lived up to the hype. Second for Bixby is in and out. And the rebound hauled in by Conway. 8 points now for Bixby, second only to Cadoon's 15. Tied with Sadie Newstell with 8 as well. Top of the key. Braun, jumper, kaboom! It was a 3 for Caden Braun, 44-41. Lead cut in half. 7 minutes to go in regulation. Bixby drops it off Newstell. Bixby, Newstell. Newstell dropped off. Nelson, jumper left side is missed. Rebound collected by Leah Conway. And the Knights will bring it back up as Conway spins around. Vibetto, Braun looking to go in. Closed out by Newstell. Braun, Vibetto still dancing with it. Cross-court angle hard. Braun for the tie. Kaboom! We're tied just like that. Caden Braun with 2 massive threes, and a timeout is called by Sargent County. 44-44. 6:17 to go in regulation on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 44-44, 6:17 to go here in regulation. One of these teams will move on to the semifinals of the State B Girls Basketball Tournament. The other will have to battle in a consolation semifinal to try and claim at best 5th place. Here we go with Bixby bringing it up for Sargent County. Kerr is back in the game with those 3 fouls. Bixby driving in the lane, throws up a prayer. It's answered. Emma Bixby now up to 10 points, 46-44. Braun back for the Knights. Braun driving, layup is missed. Rebound, Altringer again, and 1! For Michaela Altringer, it's her first made field goal of the second half. As back in is Conway. Anna Conway checks in as the foul will go against Liliana Lee. Her second, team's first. Inbound for the lead. Altringer just leaves it left side. And it stays our Redeemer basketball. 46-44, I should have said for the tie. 46-44. Inbound, Vibetto. Trying to get it now to Braun. Lost control and a travel. Aaron Emers, 9th turnover of the game. 46-44, 5:38 to go in regulation. Bixby and the Bulldogs hanging on to a 2-point lead. Bixby to the right wing, dropped off right corner, Cadoon. Cadoon back to Bixby. They play a little catch on that right side. Now cross court, Nelson. Left wing, Nelson. Triple team, kick out for 3, in and out, rebound taken by Vibetto. And the Knights look to tie or take the lead with a 3. Vibetto in the lane, wheels around right wing. Vibetto continues to move with ease. Braun, left side, bounce pass on the doorstep. Altriner puts it in. It's now 46-46. Tied again, 4:47 to go in regulation. Bixby lobs it inside, Care. And a travel in Sargent County. That might be their first turnover of the second half. As the score remains 46-46. I'm missing a bucket, or I'm out of have a bucket extra. Altriner for the lead, short, taken by Cadoon. I'm not sure if they missed a 2 for our Redeemers or I missed a 2. I'm going to guess I did. But nonetheless, 46-46. Bixby in the lane, missed the shot. Rebound, putback is good. There for Hallie Nelson. And the Bulldogs regain the lead here, 48-46. Halfway through this fourth and final quarter regulation as Braun will go to the free throw line. Foul will go against Hallie Nelson, senior's third, team's second. 2 big free throws coming up for Kaden Braun. She's 1 of 2 from the line here this evening. First shot is up, and that is missed. Big miss for our Redeemers. They'll have another chance here for Braun. Second one is up, and that is good. 48-47. What a game here tonight. 4 minutes remain here in regulation. Bixby dropped off right side there for Lee. Bixby rifles it in. Oh, nice dump down to Lee. A little too much on that one. Cadoon and 1. Carly Cadoon with a board in the bucket. 12 points in the first half, only 5 in the second, but they've been big ones. She has 17, and the Bulldogs the first to reach 50. Cadoon with an and 1 opportunity. Both teams, by the way, 2 timeouts left. That's a miss. Chance, second chance is good for Hallie Nelson. That's a big bucket lead. Just like that, it's back up to 5. 52-47. Vibetto for 3. Kaboom! Maya Vibetto again. A 3-pointer in each and every quarter with 2 in the second. She has 5 3-pointers. Good enough for 17 points. It's 52-50. Back the other way for Sargent County. A missed shot and a rebound for our Redeemers. Chance to tie or take the lead again. Braun driving inside. Kick out Engelhard in space. Hannah Conway way out from where she likes to shoot. So it goes back to Vibetto. Vibetto to slow it down a bit. Engelhard under 3 minutes to go. Braun inside, hooks it. Vibetto surrounded there by Bulldogs. 3-ball Engelhard, long rebound taken by Sargent County. 2:40 to go in regulation. 52-50. Sargent County continues to lead. Bixby, Care, has been virtually invisible in this game. Now in the corner. Bixby again. Bixby has been the big hero in the second half for Sargent County. Care dumps it down Cadoon. A foul before the shot. That's big as Cadoon would have made it. The foul is going to go against Michaela Altriner, her second, team second, and we get a media timeout. 2:12 to go here in regulation. Sargent County 52, our Redeemers 50 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 52-50, Sargent County clinging to a 2-point lead over our Redeemers. Can't wait to see the final box score. I still kind of think the scoreboard might have missed 2 points for our Redeemers, and that could be huge at the end of the game. We'll see how it goes. Final 2:12, Bulldogs with the ball. And both timeouts, or 2 timeouts left. Into Kadoon, a foul before the shot again. Second time in a row. Kadoon has had a couple points wiped off, and Michaela Altriner with another foul. Her fourth, team's fourth. So Altriner with 4, Braun with 4, Vibetto with 3. Shot on the inbound is missed short there by Nelson. And the Knights get the rebound. 2:04 to go in regulation. Braun, Engelhard, down towards the corner there. Vibetto for the lead. Long rebound. Conway putback is missed. Altriner, third chance. We're tied. 52-52. As we get a timeout, Sargent County, 1:46 to go here in regulation. It's a 30-second. We're going to stay here again on this Bank North timeout. 52-52, 1:46 left in regulation. 1 timeout left for Sargent County, 2 timeouts left for our Redeemers. The Bulldogs have the possession arrow. No fouls left to give for the Knights. 2 fouls left to give for the Bulldogs. Foul trouble. Braun with 4, Altriner with 4, Vibetto with 3. Those 3 have done all the damage tonight. It's not that our Redeemers, other players, haven't taken shots. They've taken shots, they just haven't fallen down. As for Sargent County, Nelson, Kerr with 3. The rest were 2 or less. So for Sargent County, if I'm Sargent County, I'm going to go after Altriner or Braun or Vibetto in the lane, try to draw a foul, and try to get maybe one of those out of the game. Might be playing long term. At any rate, take a good quality shot. Bixby try to drop it in to a Kerr. Jumper maybe a little quick. Missed it. Rebound taken away by the Knights. 90 seconds to go. Our Redeemers trying to charge away with a win. Braun, Vibetto wants a chance at a state title still. Vibetto and a foul. Bulldogs had fouls to give. Kadoon, that's going to be her third. Team's third. As it'll be an inbound for Braun. Braun, Altriner, Leah Conway, Engelhard, and Vibetto remain on the floor with 1:10 to go in regulation. Engelhard in the corner. Altriner. Back Engelhard. Inside, Conway. Back Engelhard. And a foul against, is this Kerr? It's her 4th. Amber Kerr. Her 4th, team's 4th. Neither team has a foul to give. We're going to continue to stay here with 30-second timeouts provided by Bank North. 52-52, 59 and a half remaining in regulation. A fresh 35 on the shot clock for our Redeemers. Now neither team has a foul to give. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. I'm not sure if there's another media timeout or not. I think that might be gone. Possession arrow still favors Sargent County. And the foul trouble really remains the same. Kerr now with 4 for Sargent County, 3 for Nelson, 3 for Cadoon. 4 still for Altriner for our Redeemers. 4 for Braun and 3 for Vibeto. So out of the timeout. And it'll be an inbound baseline left for Braun. Braun looking, gets it out to Engelhard, nearly lost it, keeps it. A turnover will be almost deadly right now for our Redeemers. Engelhard looking inside, cross court, Braun all alone. Shot is up, it's missed long, and out of bounds. An anticlimactic end to that possession. Now a 7.2 second differential between shot and game clock, and you're in a tough situation if you're Hart Andes and the Knights. He's saying no foul, and I think that's the right way you got to play it right now. Cannot give the Bulldogs a free chance. Bixby over there to Nelson. Nelson off the fan screen from Kerr. 22 seconds left. Bixby, top of the key. Can't find anything right now. Cadoon for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound Engelhard. It's a jump ball, Sargent County. With 11 seconds to go, they had to be careful. They had no fouls to give. They have a jump ball. And the final timeout is called by the Bulldogs. With 11.1 on the clock here in the fourth. Sargent County with the ball. And now the arrow will move towards our Redeemers, but that arrow coming in handy. We're going to keep it here, of course, on another Bank North timeout. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 52, 11.1 on the clock. Sargent County with plenty of time. I would try to find Cadoon inside and give her a chance to, if she misses, go to the free throw line, or maybe Bixby out on a perimeter. It'll be Hammond inbound, and that's exactly what they do. They go to Cadoon. She missed the shot, but she draws the foul on the inbound there by actually Liliana Lee. My apologies on that. 10.1 as Hannah Conway checks in as, again, Michaela Altriner is going to foul out. So 10.1, big free throws for Carly Cadoon. Cadoon on the day was 4 for 4 in the first half. Since then, 1 for 3. She makes the first. That's a big one. Hart Andes has one timeout left. I'm 99% sure he's going to use it. Despite, no matter what happens here, he does not. I'm not putting money on Vegas. And he does, as they just get across half court. Vibeto gets across quickly. Carly Cadoon with a pair of massive free throws with 6.5 seconds to go. It is 54-52, Sargent County. They need to play good defense and clog the three-point line. The last thing you want is for Vibeto to be alone behind the three-point line. You're better off allowing a 2-point bucket and going to overtime than giving Vibeto or Braun a chance at a three-pointer to win the game. Again, a Bank North timeout. 54-52, Sargent County. And change the arrow, by the way. They need to do that. They should change the arrow over to our Redeemers, as Sargent County was the last one to be the recipient of that. 6.5 to go here in regulation. Braun, Vibeto, 3, 2, step back 3 for the win. Oh, just off! And Sargent County survives. 54-52, the Bulldogs move on to the semifinals tomorrow night Our Redeemers going to the consolation side. The final score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Sargent County 54, our Redeemers 52. Will wrap up our first day of tournament action. Next on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
What a way to end day one action on YourLiveEvent.com for the State B Girls Basketball Tournament quarterfinals. Sargent County outlasts our Redeemers 54-52. Let's take a look, dive into the stats here. Different ways to get to plus 50 points, but it came down to a missed shot in the end by Maya Vipeto. fell short as the Knights fall short of a semifinal appearance. At the end of the first quarter, Sargent County led our Redeemers 12-9. It was 26-26 at the end of the first half, and it was 42 to 40 at the end. Or excuse me, it was 43 to 40 at the end of the third quarter. And well, scoring is actually a little bit off, I think, for what they have given me. At any rate, it was within 5 points for the majority of the game. Sargent County stretched it to 6. Our Redeemers kept coming back. Got to give credit to them as they kept fighting, but it just wasn't enough as Sargent County outlasts our Redeemers. Leading scorers in the game was Carly Cadoon, all leading scorer with 19 points along with 7 rebounds. Other scores for Sargent County, 10 for Hallie Nelson, along with 8 rebounds and 3 assists. 8 points for Sadie Newstell. 10 for Emma Bixby as well, along with 4 assists. And 3 points for Peyton Hobbin, 4 points for Liliana Lee. In the game, the Bulldogs, they shot 21 of 46 from the field, 46%. 3 of 13 from three-point range, 23%, and 9 of 14 from the free throw line for 64%. Leading the way for our Redeemers, it was Maya Vibetto and Michaela Altriner, each with 18 points. Altriner finished with 10 rebounds, double-double for Michaela Altriner, along with a couple of assists. Vibetto finished with 1 assist on the game. 16 points for Cannon Braun with 4 rebounds and a couple of assists as well. The Knights shot 18 of 47, 38.3% from the field, 8 of 27 from three-point range, and 8 of 14 from the free throw line. Despite those threes, they made 5 more threes, but 3 less buckets and 1 less free throw. So it's interesting because that would be 15, and that doesn't quite. That doesn't quite. Okay, all right. Yep, all right. I'm going to leave it at that. Enough of looking at the stats here deep down, but some key ones here. Points off turnover, Sargent County 13-7 over our Redeemers. Second chance points, the Bulldogs 12-6, and points off the bench 7-0. They led that whole trifecta there, if you will, for them to help them get the win. We're going to keep on rolling here with some more individual stats. The Cannon Braun made 4 3-pointers. Michaela Altriner made 2 3-pointers. Maya Vibetto made 5 of the team's 8 3-pointers in this game. She had a 3-pointer in each and every quarter of the game. Turnovers, 14 for Sargent County, 9 for our Redeemers. Rebounding, Sargent County took that 26-24. Our Redeemers did what they needed to do on the rebounding side. They were close, but just not quite enough in the end. They took care of the ball better, and they almost out-rebounded their opponent. And still, they just ended up falling short in the game. Just didn't make enough shots in the end. As crazy as that seems, that's all it came down to, really. Needed a little more balanced scoring. Again, other players for our Redeemers, they took shots. They just couldn't knock them down. Let's go to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy at Enbridge. Enbridge.com for career opportunities, energy for life. For my Player of the Game, even though she didn't score the most points on the winning team, I'm going to go Emma Bixby. Bixby had 10 points in the game, but she had 9 of them in the second half. She had a couple of big 3-pointers to really lift this team, and she dealt it as well with 4 assists. The rest of the team had 5. She also pulled down 3 rebounds in the game. Carly Cadoon did get near a double-double, but again, the assists really and the points in the second half really made the difference for me for Emma Bixby, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. As for our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game, RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton for precision planning updates, questions, information. Contact RDK Enterprises, get Hillsborough and Drayton, 701-636-2119. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. And my precision play of the game, it was really another jump ball. Jump ball at the end of the game, giving Sargent County another chance. They get it down to Carly Cadoon. She makes a couple of big free throws, and that was really the difference maker. Let's bring in the head coach for Sargent County for the Bulldogs, Mr. Ryder Searstead. And Coach, I got to tell you, it lived up to the hype of a 4-5 playoff quarterfinal contest. I'm sure you might have lost a few more hairs on that head of yours at the end of this game.
Yeah, and a few more gray hairs too, definitely. So it definitely played up to a 4-5 game. Other than the second one in the first session too, the other two were a little out of hand, but we knew it was going to be a battle, and we had to gut it out until the end, and we sure did, and it came out on top again too.
Some stats that usually don't mean you win a game if you turn the ball over more times and you only make 2 more rebounds. Usually that means that maybe the other team comes away with the win. I got to give credit for your team at the end for a lot of resilience in the final few minutes.
Yeah, we knew the boards were going to be crucial, especially on second and third looks on the long shots too, and offense and defense for that fact, because we knew they can get up in transition when they get those long rebounds and go. And then likewise, number 3 killed us on the boards inside, and we told the girls you got to really focus on her, get 2 or 3 bodies even on her, because she was the one getting them and outworking us. So
Carly Cadoon, a big presence in the game, 19 points. She came away with 7 rebounds and 2 big free throws. I got to think of all those 3 things I mentioned, the free throws are the most important at the end of the game.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, if we had a girl that had to go to the free throw line of all, I mean, you had to go with her, and we've been riding her all year, scoring and making those big shots at the end there too.
It sounded like at the end of the game, I had mentioned what I thought you guys might do, try to get it into Carly and try to get a foul at the same time to foul out one of the Knights, and it seems like it worked to perfection.
Yeah, we did tell them if they couldn't get that second or third option in the middle there, get it out and then set up a quick screen and roll there too, because that wasn't, we knew or figured they saw it already, but they gave it away and we got the ball inside there too just right.
Emma Bixby had a big second half, but she was our Ambridge Energy player of the game. Your thoughts on her kind of waking up in the second half?
Yeah, she's not usually typically the higher or in the double figures or near there too. I think she got 10 or so.
10 for tonight, yeah.
Yeah, she hits a couple big threes, and she hasn't done that for a while. So and some free throws as well, and she's really took it upon herself to get a lot of shots in and whatnot too. So yeah.
Coach, I think you look at 3 deeper stats and you won them all. Points off turnovers 13-7, second chance 12-6, and off the bench 7-0. I got to think those were key for you guys tonight.
Definitely, yeah. That really was crucial. I mean, in the championship in the region with EKM, they out-rebounded us, and I was surprised the second chance points didn't go in their favor more than what it did too, and it sure showed tonight.
Big opportunity at a redemption in the semifinals. You draw Mayport CG, a 15-point loss to them earlier this year. What do you need to do differently to get to the championship?
Just not back down a little bit. We kind of got lackluster on defense and let them, score at will. And transition was crucial for them too. And they beat us in the fourth quarter, and then hit some big threes at the end. And we just got to do a better job on the perimeter and defense, and then again rebound and try to outwork them, so to speak. So.
Ryder Searstead joining us on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interview, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Coach, thanks so much. Enjoy this one. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And we will continue our wrap-up here, closing things out with our Halstead Telephone Company. Oh, excuse me. Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. HalsteadTel.com, keeping you connected. And for my post-game connection, I mentioned those 3 deep stats. We don't talk about it a lot. We don't look at those stats hardly ever during the season, where we're looking at them tonight. And Sargent County won all 3, and I believe that's big. 13-7, points off turnovers, 12-6 second chance points, and 7-0 points off the bench. Right now, those were all big to help Sargent County outlast our Redeemers, 54-52. Again, that final score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Some final reminders here. Let's take a look at the brackets, both in B and A, and see how they shake out. Again, the semifinals, consolation semis, are finalized for Division B with just one upset, Edgeley Cullum Montpelier by Central McLean 43-42. They draw Bowman County, who got past Maple River 69-43. Nearly identical scorelines for Mayport CG over Kimmer Bobel 64-43. The Patriots will take on against Sargent County in the semifinals. Semifinals tomorrow afternoon. Bowman County Edgeley Cullum Montpelier at 1. Mayport CG Sargent County at 2:45. Consolation semifinals, Maple River Central McLean at 6:30. Kimmer Bobel's our Redeemers at 8:15. And so we will have two contests for you tomorrow night. We'll have the second semifinal at 2:45 and the first consolation semifinal at 6:30 between Mayport CG Sargent County and Maple River Central McLean. So just two games tomorrow for our Division B tournament. And then we know we'll have three games on Saturday. We'll have the championship game, we'll have the third place game, and we'll have either the fifth or the seventh place game. Again, those games 1, 2:45, 6, and 8 for seventh, fifth, and third and championship game. As for Division A, let's take a look at that bracket and see where that stacks up here right now. On the, again, Division A side of things for the state tournament, Valley City getting a 64-61 upset victory over Botno. You know, if I take my put my analyst hat on, I had a feeling that might be coming. Valley City, they played really well against Carrington in the state qualifier match, and their size was going to match up probably the best of any team in that 8 with Botno. They were going to give themselves the best chance, and they came away with the win. Congratulations to the Liners. 64-61 over Botno. Tough break for the Stars. Their first state tournament, I believe, since 2008. We'll have them tomorrow afternoon in a consolation semifinal as they take on Northern Cass at 1 o'clock. As Devils Lake defeated Northern Cass 64-42. So again, Botno Northern Cass will be our first game tomorrow, Division A. And then we'll have the second semifinal as Thompson defeated Watford City 69-53 in the first game. Or in the first game of the night session, third quarter final. Shiloh Christian, South Prairie Max at 4-5. It's still going on right now, I do believe, as we double check that score. 75-64, South Prairie Max is going to, looks like, get the win under a minute to go in the fourth. That's about to be final. So it's going to be the Royals making their first ever state semifinal in their first ever state tournament appearance. They'll take on the Thompson Tommies, who will look to go to the championship. Valley City, Devils Lake, it's going to be a rematch. I believe these two teams faced off earlier this season, 7-3 versus the 1 and the 5. Crazy in Division A. So it lines up perfectly, actually, for our broadcast coverage because we have a 1, a 2:45, a 6:30, and an 8:15. So you can go back to back to back with our coverage. You can watch 4 straight games on yourliveevent.com. Different streams, but just look for it on your smart TV or your phone or your tablet or however you stream us on yourliveevent.com. So again, tomorrow our schedule, one final time, looks like this. 1 o'clock, Botno takes on Northern Cass in the consolation semifinal. 2:45, we have a championship semifinal between Mayport CG and Sargent County. At 6:30, we have a consolation semifinal between Maple River and Central McLean. And our final game will be a championship semifinal between Thompson and South Prairie Max. I want to thank all of our team at yourliveevent.com, our executive producer Mark Forseth, marketing director Jim Burke-Burkmeyer, our magic video man Jack Elby, all the voices from yourliveevent.com, led by our co-sportscaster of the year Chase Miller. And from all of us here at yourliveevent.com is James Martins on their Dakota Heritage Bank final score, 54-52, Sargent County over our Redeemers, saying, State girls basketball fans, show some pride. We'll see you tomorrow.